Hi, this is Clint. Welcome to another one of my podcasts on TV and film. This being the end of January 2026. It's frigid and cold outside, but we're going to stay warm with some nice movies and TV shows. Again, we're going to try to keep the podcast under 10 minutes, so let's start with some reviews. Bone Temple, which is the 28 years later The Bone Temple, is a sequel to last year's 28 years later film. This one is a better film. It continues the adventures of the little boy who now joins a marauding gang that is ravaging the countryside, while our good doctor, played by Ray Fiennes, is trying to make contact with the zombies. It's an interesting idea, and the way this film ends, it sets up the next film as a throwback to the first film. I'm not going to say any more, but this is a better film than the last one. And if you like the 28 Days Later series, it's pretty good. No Other Choice from Park Chan-wook, who brought us Old Boy, is a South Korean filmmaker of the best ilk, and he gives us a kind of a Hitchcockian film that's a thriller, a drama, and also a dark comedy all at once. A guy who basically is laid off from his longtime job and trying to support his family, and he's desperate for another job in his field, but he has competition. So what does he do? Let's eliminate the competition. So it's a very dark kind of comedy slash drama slash thriller. It is funny at times. A little bit repulsive at times, but always fascinating. So, No Other Choice is pretty good for those who are real cinephiles. Just finished watching a couple weeks ago the conclusion, season 5 of Stranger Things on Netflix. I had not seen this series at all, so I binged it from the first season on. I'm so glad I did. It's a great series. Not perfect, but it's a wonderful series. A series that should never have been made, but Netflix gambled on it when all the other studios turned it down. And Season 1 being the best. The other seasons are pretty good too. And of course, season 4 has that marvelous sequence set to Kate Bush's running up the hill, and justifiably so, one of the great iconic moments in the series. And season 5, the concluding series, wasn't perfect, but it was good enough. I thought it was entertaining. It's pretty good. And it kind of had a Lord of the Rings, Return of the King vibe. At the end, when you think it's all done, it spends at least another 35 to 40 minutes showing what happens to all the principal characters in general. And it ties things up in a nice bow, and I quite liked it. The Last Adventure is a documentary talking about the making of the final season, and it's worth a look, too, for those who love the series. But so glad that I saw that, and I think that if you're into things like E.T., Goonies, and Super 8, films like that with the little kids and their adventures, this one, pretty darn good. And Winona Ryder has a career resurgence, and David Harbour, he has found his niche. Two good veteran actors in this as well, and an extremely talented cast of youths who spend half their lives filming this exceptional miniseries. Now, let's go into coming attractions. We have a Jack Ryan film as opposed to a miniseries coming from John Krasinski that should be starting to film in the near future for the big screen. We also have Mikey Madison starring in a film version of Mask of the Red Death, which is described as a comedy slash horror film. We have a Deadpool 4 that's being readied by Ryan Reynolds, believe it or not. Rush Hour 4 begins filming soon with Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker, believe it or not. Barry Keoghan is going to appear as the Joker in Batman 2. We also have Dirty Dancing 2 being readied, and Jennifer Grey is returning, believe it or not. Zootopia 2, just as a side note, is the highest grossing animated film of all time with over $1.8 billion in ticket sales. That's incredible. And We have The Housemaid 2 that is being prepared with Sydney Sweeney, the first one being a very effective thriller and doing very well at the box office. Ian McKellen and Elijah Wood are going to return in Lord of the Rings, The Hunt for Gollum. I don't know how that's going to work out, but always good to see those two from the original series. Miami Vice starts shooting in June with director Joe Kosinski, who brought us Top Gun Maverick and also brought us F1, which is a great film, Oscar nominated. It will star Austin Butler and Michael B. Jordan in the principal roles of Crockett and Tubbs. So that's pretty dynamic casting. Brian De Palma has a film called Sweet Vengeance coming soon. It is the first film he has done since 2019. Hopefully, he comes back to form. Scarlett Johansson is going to be in the next Exorcist film in 2027. Avengers Doomsday, as a side note, the teaser has received over 1 billion views. That should tell you how popular the film may be when it comes out at the end of this year. Paul Feig, who just did The Housemaid and who has done a lot of blockbuster comedies, is switching genres again and will direct Mamma Mia Part 3. So, see how that turns out. The Incredibles 3 is coming, the animated classic sequel. And we have an animated Speedy Gonzales film that's coming down the road. Jessica Rabbit film is in the works as well from Roger Rabbit. Also, switching to TV, there's a TV show that is based on Big Bang Theory that's coming in the near future called Stuart Fails to Save the Universe. So that's being in heavy development. I hope that you've seen the Oscar nominations. The Film Sinners had a record 16 Oscar nominations, helped partly by a new category called Best Casting that they're going to have at this year's ceremony. So we'll see how that turns out. I'll go over my predictions on the nominations and awards in the near future. And I think that that pretty much covers it. So if you hopefully have seen some good movies, I hope you have, and I hope to catch up on a few others, especially the Best Picture nominees. We got 3 more to catch up with to cover all the Best Picture nominations, and hopefully a few other categories as well. And stay warm and toasty in this cold weather. And until then, everybody please stay safe.